Sisyphean.
Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. I'm Sisyphus Reborn. Welcome back to our Path of Exile Treasure Hunt. We're just gonna jump right in, because I don't think there's any reason to dilly-dally. Last episode, we didn't get a lot of things done in terms of progress. However, we did unveil the new stash tabs that I bought, and they're working out pretty well. And the reason I was so anxious to get going straight away on this episode is because we are gonna finally get our hideout. We gotta search the Dread Thicket. Where the hell is the Dread Thicket? We can go to the menagerie. That's one option. Is the Dread Thicket a place we've been to, or is it a new place? Crossroads, Broken Bridge, Chamber of Sins, Oldfields Den, Forest, Southern Forest, Riverways, Wetlands, Western Forest, Weaver's Chambers. I think it's probably a place that lies ahead of us. So last episode, in addition to the stash tabs, we also got going on the bestiary, and I was thoroughly confused by how the blood altar worked, but now I finally figured it out. Is that every bunch of creatures, every few creatures you kill, you are able to craft something, but in order to craft it, you have to defeat them in the arena, which is always a bit of an awkward experience because they just spawn in, and the game seems to lag a little bit for me whenever that like a lot of rubber banding, a lot of teleporting going on. Oi, easy, 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 easy. Everybody just relax. Everybody just chillax. So I don't know how much I'm going to prioritize the bestiary stuff. Well, how much I'm gonna prioritize the crafting for the bestiary, because it seems to me that I like collecting things. Maybe I'll just get all of the or I'll try to get all of the beasts collected and just entered into my bestiary, and then subsequently, maybe once in a while we'll craft something. I'm sure there are like exclusive things that you can only craft via the blood altar, but sweep is a strength-based AoE attack. All right, not too shabby. Oh god damn it, come on. Ooh, I just gained a level. Easy. Come on, dude. It's so finicky trying to hit these guys, with especially guys like this just slithering around. Oh, hello. 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 That was a lovely thing to just have a drop out of the ether for us. Fire and cold resist already. Listen, I'm already sold. Resistances are awesome, but what else do we get out of this 2-stone ring? It doesn't have any stat requirements. It just has a level requirement, which we meet. So, oh well, we don't do fire damage. We get energy shield, damage while ignited, armor while frozen. I don't know about that, but I do know that, does it give us life? It doesn't give us life. So which one of our 2 rings do we want to... Let's unequip the iron ring. Let's give up the 1 to 4 physical damage. And let us equip, what are you called? Barracks Pass. Alright, so that's unique item number 2. It's not going to go into our unique tab. It's going to go onto our finger. Because how much damage? 21 to 31 cold damage to spells and attacks, so it should apply to my lacerate. And if we ever do fire damage, it should apply to that as well. Maximum energy shield. I don't know. Hang on. Jesus, dude. Can I not equip it on my offhand? Equip offhand? Is that it? Yeah, okay. It's weird to... I guess it would still be your offhand, even if you're just equipping rings. Well, this has been this has already been a successful episode. We got unique drop number 2. Numero dos. And nice jeweler's orb as well. And it just puts a bit of a spring in my step right from the get-go. And it looks like it's given us some defensive capabilities as well. Now, let's go back to my character, right? Let's go back to my passives, because there was a plan brewing to make our way towards the other dual-wielding tree, which is here. And then on the way there, we'll pick up beef, some, you know, a little bit of beef, and all of these little dexterity nodes. Accuracy and element resistances seems like it could be pretty good. But let me focus on my offense before I start doing anything about my defense. Alright, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, let's get going. I'm already... Listen, I could just end the episode right now and just take the rest of the take the day off, so to speak. Cause it's, you know,
my spirit is spent.
It's already, like, we've already done part of, I mean, like, we've done enough, like, one unique per episode. I'd be happy with that. But then, of course, that would mean that this would be a minimum of like 11,000, not 11, 1,150 episodes in the series. Which, that comes out to what, just a few years? It's not even that long if you think about it. So that's a 2-stone ring. So the ring we got was a variation on this ring, but then it also, let me check something. It does look different. They all, I guess every unique in this game is truly unique in terms of its artwork. It doesn't, it's not like Diablo where only like Diablo 2 where only some uniques had special artwork, like like Brain Hue, Silks of the Victor, that kind of thing. And some of them just had the same artwork as the item that they were a special version of. Right. Alright, let's keep on going. What level is this area? Level 20, right? Right, this seems to be a chromatic orb that we've gotten, right? Seems pretty nice. Alright. Alright, let me just yoink some of this stuff. I'm not sure what we're looking for in this area. I'm also not sure where the Dread Thicket is. But I do know that there's something marked on the map. I feel like... feel like Silken Vest. That's got to be intelligence, right? Yeah, I'll just leave that. I feel like there's probably something in the parts of the map that haven't been yet. Just interact with that and just quickly bop all of these dudes. So what do we get? Armor, scrap seems fine. Whatever. Don't care. Alright. Let's go up here. I feel like there's stuff I've left behind. So let me just quickly take a look at what else is in this area. I like that there's a good density of special monsters. Mostly just rare monsters, nobody with a special name yet. And here's something. Ancient seal. Show the what now? Show the what now to who now?
Well, this can't be good.
Yeah, the vibe has changed considerably since we touched that ball. So let's maybe... Let us maybe just make sure we've... cleared out the rest of this area before we move on. There was something up here as well. What was this? Easy. Just grab this stuff. I thought this was gonna be our big quest thing. Excuse me? What does this do? Corrupts an item, modifying it unpredictable. Hang on, what would I... Can I corrupt my unique item? Hang on, let me check this out. I don't know what the meta is, what you're supposed to do with the corruption altar. I don't know what you're supposed to do with these things. How to use corruption altar in PoE. But like, no, I don't know, not how to use it. Obviously I meant what is the best way to use it. I know how to use it. I mean, I think. What does it do? What does it do? So 7 years ago somebody asked what is the best item to put. You can put skills? Hang on. Can you put skill gems on it? Or does it have to be like an item? No, cancel. Let me not mess with this yet, right? I don't know what's gonna happen, right? What I do know is that so far we're doing pretty well without any corrupted stuff. So let us save that for later. Presumably it'll be there every time. Or we'll find more of them. Ah man, I don't know. Wish the wiki was a little bit more informative, and I wouldn't have to go to like Reddit posts made 7 years ago. That would be nice, but I guess if you're playing a game that's this complicated, you're already resigned to the fact that most of your answers are going to be most of your questions are going to be answered via really out of the way sources, such as Reddit threads from 7 years ago. And this is stuff that people are saying 7 years ago. I don't even know if the meta has changed since then. Like, corruption altar found in Val ruins. That's 1 year ago. All right. So what do I do with it? Man, how are... Dude, is somebody attacking me? Dude, that's so rude, man. I was on my phone. Don't hit me while I'm on my phone. How do you uncorrupt an item? You can't. What are the odds of double corrupting? 25%. Can you double corrupt jewels? Double corrupt can't. Okay, whatever. What does corruption altar do? You cannot use it on something that's already corrupted. Does the corruption alt... Why is there not a... God, man, the wiki is broken. There's like error messages on the page. I think they must have changed how they're displaying stuff. The type of outcome depends on the item class and the level of the item being corrupted. Regular items change it. Each outcome has an equal chance. Dude, this is so complicated, man. What? Turn all sockets white. Influenced. Upgrade to... And then there's an error message. Dude, like... Whoever's operating the wiki needs to do some maintenance work. Because I can't even read this shit. I'm just completely flying blind at this point. So I'm not gonna do anything with the corruption altar. I'm just gonna assume that it's always gonna be there. Because I don't want to run the risk that, oh, if I corrupt it, then I'm not gonna be able to use it. Let me... Like, is there... What does it do? Is there a... Corruption is an incursion room. What are you talking about? Sorry, locus of corruption is an incursion room. What are you talking about? Oh my god, dude. What are you doing, man? The main way to find an altar of corruption is to venture into the incursion area called the locus of corruption within the temple of what now? God, don't tell me how to... You also be able to find corrupted gear? Man, come on. What was that? Okay. The main way to find it within the temper of... What do you... Are you talking about Path of Exile 1 or 2? Oh boy. What is corruption? It's a modifier that prevents your items from being modified further. Okay. You can corrupt your own gear by using a Val orb on it. Once the item has been... Okay, what does that do? Work just like a Val orb, but you don't need an orb. The real task is finding the altar. So it looks like maybe the altar we found was a rare spawn, so we probably should use it. When you use this altar of corruption, your item may be corrupted with 1 or 2 modifiers, but it may also be destroyed or have all sockets turn white. How about no? I was gonna try and corrupt my ring, but how about no, dude? I tell you what. What are the what is the probability you can Oh, if you don't, you have no idea what the Temple of, you can also find it in the Val ruins, which is in Act 2. This also works like an act. Okay, so I don't have to use it. So this is a guaranteed spawn. So it's not like I have to use it, otherwise it'll just not show up. Alright, well, listen. There's a lot that's just been dumped on me. Sort of exposition wise with, hang on, let me go to the help panel. Is there a help thing for corruption, like in game? Helpful tips, socializing, micros. Dude, come on, man. Vendor recipes. There's whatever, jewels, don't care. Crafting. Why isn't there a, dude? Why is there not a thing here for corruption, or will it not be revealed until, man, I don't know. Man, I don't know, dude. The episode started in such optimistic fashion, and even though nothing bad has happened, somehow I nonetheless feel uneasy. Alright. Alright. God, we have torches that are just lighting themselves. Okay, I guess that's a thing now. Northern Forest. Alright. Alright. Alright, I gotta lock in. Hang on, let me just adjust my mic a little bit. I gotta just be focused on one thing at a time. Man, that corruption shit just really threw me for a loop. I don't think I want to mess with corruption. I think that's the kind of thing that you only do if you are trying to squeeze out endgame level optimizations out of your gear, and you have enough that, you know, enough resources, enough copies of whatever item you're corrupting that you're willing to take, you know, roll the dice on it, so to speak. Excuse me? That's another. Oh, come on. Was there like a special enemy? Because I was looking at the thing that dropped. Was there somebody that was hitting me? I mean, obviously there was somebody that was hitting me, but was it like a special dude? No, you're just a nameless thug. So what the fu- So what killed me? Am I just in a high level area? Well, it's one level higher. You know what? Let me just interact with this. Oi, oh my god, dude. What? What is up with the suddenly ramping damage in this area? Infernal. What? What is this, dude? Tribute? Serrated. Primitive. I've got 116 tribute. I can take armor's scrap. No, I couldn't, because I can't afford anything. Well, whatever. Let's just leave, I guess. Well, clearly enemies in this zone are able to put out a large amount of damage very quickly. Oh, are they dropping like explosives on the ground? Are there ground hazards that are causing me to get killed? That might be it. Let's pay attention. The next time we get murdered, let's pay attention to what the ground looked like. Because frequently, if you're not taking a lot of damage and then all of a sudden you take a ton of damage and you're not sure why, it's possibly due to stuff that's happening on the ground. Alright. I mean, it's a scary place. Very scary. And I think we're ready to just move on to the next scary part of this scary northern forest that we're in. Can't really do anything with this, so let's just keep moving. Let's try and not die if at all possible. I'll yoink that. All right. All right. Easy. Easy does it. Alright. What's going on here? What? I mean, come on. There's obviously there's obviously something happening here, right? No? No? Okay, just a decoration? Okay. Oh, here's a... That guy went down. He was a named enemy, but he... Went down. Oh, easy, 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 easy. Alright, so... This guy seems like... So it looks like that guy does a... damage over time effect that maybe was the cause of my troubles. Easy. Relax, guys. Infantry Brigandine is a health... a strength dex armor. Which we could use. You know what? Let's begin the ritual. What does that do? It summons monsters. Easy, easy. Can I not leave? Oi, 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 oi. Easy, easy. Okay, Oi! What hit me? What hit me? Some nonsense hit me. Alright. Alright, so easy. Get fucked, dude. This time, because I didn't die like a bitch, this time I think I got better rewards. Yeah, this time I've got 547 tribute, which I can spend on the same stuff that it was showing me earlier. Whispering Essence? apparently there's a stash tab that you can get specifically for this type of currency, or whatever that is. I don't think I need any of this stuff, though. I'll... What is the... What does the right button do? Like, do I... What happens if I press right button? Or have I not? You see what I mean, right? Whatever's above that. I don't know what that does. I'm just gonna leave this easy. Yeah, so it looks like there is a little bit of damage over time, ground effects that we need to be wary of. Bit of a difficulty spike for sure in this area. Ooh, also there's a thing we can do, and the game has convinced me you need some resistances. So more accuracy against uniques. 4% resistances, 4% man, is this the best way to gain resistances, though? I'll think about it. For now, I'll just make my way towards, the do I want to go through this path? Suppress spell damage? I don't know about that. Evasion and phasing? I don't know about that. I do know that I want to hit this. And then I want to grab the beef. I'll grab the beef next. Ooh, this is the waypoint? Yeah, boy. Easy does it. Easy. Wait, there was something on the map? Oh no, that was just the other ritual thing that I got killed by. Let me check something. So lacerate is an attack. Attack should mean that it is subject to accuracy, right? So let me just confirm something. Path of Exile, accuracy rating. So hit with melee and ranged weapons. So it should apply to anything that is listed as an attack, right? Accuracy is opposed by evasion, can gain accuracy through chance to hit, cannot be lower than 5 but cannot exceed 100. Makes sense. My god, dude. Will raise the chance to hit. Unwavering stance. Spells do not benefit from accuracy, since evasion does not aid in avoiding them. So this is an attack. I don't know why I picked this up. I'm just gonna drop this. Okay, there's more shit on the map. So maybe we will go for accuracy and resistances. Dread Thicket, alright, this is our hideout. But before we go in there, maybe let's get some of this done. Okay. Easy, 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 easy. Oh my god. Ah, come on, man. I couldn't see shit, dude. I couldn't tell where anything was. I couldn't tell what I was fighting. Motherfuck, dude. That was a bit of a disappointment. Wait, no, this isn't even the one. Is there's so much, dude. So we got. There's one that I probably could have. One of these that I probably could have won if I'd played it better. One like this one, which I don't think I had any chance. And then I guess. So this is also an attack, so presumably it would be affected by. You know, I'll pick it up. By accuracy. Alright. Alright, easy does it. Should we just go to the Dread Thicket? Let's just go to the Dread Thicket now. Well, let's find the exit to the map, or to the next map zone. The caverns. Let's do the Dread Thicket. Let's unlock our hideout. And let's see what that's all about, right? Because I think we just gotta do it. I think we just gotta do it. Orb of Alchemy. Alright, I'll take that. Let's see what we got going on in the Dread Thicket. Is there gonna be like a boss fight or something before we get our hideout, or do we just? Well, we're this is not a no combat zone. I tested out my attack just to confirm that. So this is not like a town area where it's just peaceful. Alright, you know what? Alright, I'll just take all of this stuff. Oh my god, I'm trying to go around. Right, I saw a yellow name. Easy. Nothing there. Search the Dread Thicket. So somewhere in here is there's just like a hideout. Just hiding out. Okay. Oh, it's another one of these things. Well, I got my ass kicked 2 out of 3 times. Oh, what? Oh, man, come on. You can't just face tank these guys. I thought I would at least finish my normal difficulty playthrough before shit like this started happening, but evidently Path of Exile has other ideas. So it's that enemy type and some specific type of attack that they do, which is really messing with me. Alright. Yeah, okay, so that enemy. Oh, and there's, oh, okay.
I can't do this just yet.
And there seems to be these, God, it seems to be these, like extra hazards out of this thing, maybe. Now, what am I getting? Hidden item. Complete more rituals in this area to reveal this item. Do they ever, like, reset? Hidden item. Well, I'll see about this whole ritual thing. I don't know how I feel about it. Easy, guys, relax. Excuse me. Guys, what is going on? What is going on, dude? Ooh. What? What is happening, man? So we're probably gonna die. Probably gonna die, but let's see. Alright. Oi, 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 easy, 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 easy. Death, bro. Nameless beast. So you're dead. Am I safe from the lasers if it's behind a wall? Man, I don't know. So just. No, who am I attacking? Okay. There's double strike. It's at level 1. So now more things have been revealed. These are all rare items, looks like. But then there's one thing that I haven't seen yet. I guess, do you just... Do you just, like, spend your stuff and take it? Because you're not gonna be able to carry it over? I don't know, man. I don't know. I was already at cognitive overload with the whole corruption altar thing, and now I think my mind has just switched off. I don't think there's anything more than... Is this our hideout? There's our hideout. Okay, boys, we did it. But before we go inside this lush hideout, let's just finish the rest of this area pretty quick. There's one more ritual that we gotta do, and then we'll see what the items are. Alright, there's some more dudes. Easy, 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 easy. Whoa, 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 guys, relax. Ringmail boots. I'll just leave those, I think. Easy, easy. So now this, something like Tempest Shield is a spell. So if it was an offensive spell, then it wouldn't be subject to enemy evasion. Well, this is a defensive spell, but if I'm correctly understanding how the the accuracy, you know, spell system works in this game, then that's how it should be. All right. You know what? All right. Let's clear stuff out so that we know that nobody from outside is going to interfere. All right. So now let's go in. There's going to be lasers. Let's see if I can just hide here in this corner like a coward, and maybe nobody's gonna come. What? No, that pipe dream did not last long. All right, boys. Oh no! Why are there so many things? Oi, 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 oi. Oh God! Come on, dude. Easy, easy. Meat claw. I'm face sagging. I'm not killing him quickly enough. Oh, all right. Well, I mean, oh God, I'm so out of my depth playing this game. But now everything's identified. What does the right button do? What? Reroll. Okay, it costs tribute. Okay. Well, let's see what this belt is. This belt max life, max mana, and then resists. What is our current belt? Max life and then only one resist. Well, I guess we can replace our belt. And stun and block recovery seems pretty good. What is this thing in the corner? What? That's so expensive, dude. Is that a good item, or is that like a PvP? No, why would it be PvP? Like, why is that so expensive, dude? Or do you just buy currency items? I tell you what I'll do, since 26 life. Since this is an upgrade, I'm gonna buy the cloth belt. What does a defer item mean? God, this is. Hang on, dude. Hang on, dude. Better. Let me just look this up. I know, this is like the 4th time I've interrupted this episode to look something up. Rituals are a map event. Okay. After activating the ritual, you must defeat enemies. You gain tribute. Okay. All of the altars, okay. Are part of the same set. Okay. Must slay the monsters. The monsters will spend waves. Clicking the altar. Players can then move to other areas of the map. Okay. Unlock. Okay. To view the number of rituals, the number of. Okay. And then what? Ritual rewards include fully identified rare items, fully identified influenced rare items, synthesized items, 5 or 6 linked weapons or armor, quality skill gems, quality flasks, a bunch of other things that aren't even. Hang on. Can you save up? A deferred item will repair in a later area. Ritual altars can have modifiers. Hang on. Path of Exile. So, does tribute reset? Does does tribute carry over? This is. Does tribute reset, or does it stack forever? It resets between areas and maps. Okay. Well then, I guess we should just spend our ritual on something that's useful. Apparently you can get unique items this way. And if there's something you cannot afford, you can defer it. But then when it shows up next, it'll cost more. So what did I say? I said I would buy, man, I don't know. Let's just maybe... Part of me is like, you should just buy the most expensive stuff. But then this is... You know what, let's just spend it all on currency items and let's back ourselves to just find good gear by killing enemies. You know what, I'll take that. And then... This is a terrible weapon. I'll just take an orb of... What is the most expensive thing that I can get? I'll just take an orb of chance, I guess. And then with 271, we cannot afford anything except for this. And this. We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it, dude. Alright. So I should have probably spent my currency in the previous ritual zone. You know what? Let me... If that's how it works, let me just quickly spend my currency. Oh god, no, the area's probably reset. The area's probably reset. Hasn't it? Because, yeah, dude, instances reset every, like, 10 minutes if nobody's in them. So I lost out on... Oop. Orb of... I'll take an Orb of Scouring. Yeah, well, you know what? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll, you live and you learn. There's just so many... Like, none of the mechanics I encounter feel like they're bad or that they shouldn't be in the game. But there's just so many of them. It just completely fries my brain. Alright, I should probably pick up that skill. Maybe some character would need it. Let me just yoink it. Oh, come on, don't pick up trash, dude. Just yoink that as well. Alright. Finding some nice orbs. Let's get our hideout. Let me just check the time. I should probably not check it while I'm in the middle of combat. Alright. Let's get our hideout quest done. And then maybe let's move on and do some main quest action. I'll go on for another like 30, 40, like playing this game, the real challenge is how do you stop playing? Dude, where's the hideout, dude? Where's my hideout? Excuse me? Wasn't it? Well, that we just got an achievement for full clearing the dread thicket. Okay. Wait, does every map have a full clear achievement? Where was my hideout? Oh, it was here. Yeah. Well, we can do achievement hunting as a side quest later. For now, let's just go into the lush hideout and see what happens. Let's talk to Helena.
This seems like a good area to build a hideout, but it's filled with monsters. Can you clear it of everything?
Oh my god, of course it's filled with monsters. Alright, Helena. Jeez, dude, I gotta do everything. Gotta do everything myself? I mean, sure, I guess I'll do everything myself. I'm gonna take the strength now, because I'm gonna need the strength for something later. Excuse me? Take the orb. Undiluted medium. Let's unequip that, and let's just pick up a grand life flask. Oh, I didn't equip the belt that I bought. I'm a doofus. Alright. Alright. So, there weren't that many things to fight. And now if we just talk to Helena, is this just gonna be our place now? What? Excuse me, what? What was that? Excuse me, what? What do you... What the fuck is this error message, man? Warning, you are currently holding... What do you mean you are... Path of Exile, you are currently holding an... Hold... What? What am I holding, dude? Oh, it's my... You didn't equip the thing? You were just holding it? You were just holding a flask?
Curious. With the death of the last monster here, the very air itself feels different. I wouldn't use the word purified, but you've definitely negated the pile over this place. I'll stay here for now and make sure nothing dangerous reemerges.
Yeah, now that I've done all the work, you're gonna graciously make sure. I mean, I guess that's kind of useful. But congratulations.
Curious.
Oh, that's the same thing. If I go to create
Welcome
hideout.
to our new hideout, Exile. I'll start getting it set up.
Okay. Now we get introduced to the hideout mechanic. Crafting bench, stash. Can I sell stuff to you?
All right. I've taken the liberty of performing a few tests. There are a few magical modifications the transmutia device can make that are safe every time. Try enhancing a piece of equipment now. Let's see if my results hold.
Okay. Let me sell you some stuff. So I'll sell you this. I'll sell you that, I guess. I'll sell you this. I'll sell you my old flask. I'll hold on to everything else. Let's trade. I'll go to my currency stash tab and I'll drop some stuff off. Like a couple of these. A couple of those. One of these. Couple of those. And a couple of these. And one of these. That was the first orb of... Hang on. Didn't I already have one of these? Or did I put it in some other... Or did I accidentally use it? I feel like I saw one of these... You know what? Let's not mess with it too much. Use the crafting bench. Well, can I just put like a unique item on there? Or do I have to select? Well, let's go to one-handed weapons. Prefix. What? What? Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to use mouse and keyboard for this, aren't I? Let's see. So that seems to be the currency that it's... What? Man, hang on. Hang on, do I need to have some... I think it was asking for this type of thing, orb of augmentation. Let me just... I didn't want to take like all of them. I just want to take, you know, use the crafting bench. Okay, so now I can do, okay. So now if I select this, how do I remove... Jesus, dude. Do I have to put an item on there? Or... No, that just equips and unequips. What? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Hang on a second, man. I need some fucking help, dude. Is there a crafting? There isn't. Man, come on. Oh, yeah, this is not well explained. Maybe something about playing with the controller is causing the UI to break or something. Path of Exile, crafting bench. What the fuck, dude? The crafting bench lets players craft a modifier into equipment or modify sockets at the cost of some currency. Okay, mechanics. Only one crafted modifier may be added to an item. The modifier is shown in a brighter color than... Okay. The item cannot already have a mod of that type. Okay. It is possible to craft more than one mod onto an item using the okay. Meta crafting. What the fuck, dude? I just want to know how do you, because I have a quest objective to use the bench, right? So, what do I have to? How do I? What do you mean use the crafting bench? Because I'm pressing right button, nothing's happening. Okay. Maybe if I go to rings? Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Okay, so that's a prefix? That's a what the man, what happened? Excuse me? Have I Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, what the fuck, man? How do you fucking use the crafting bench, man? How do you use this, dude? Don't... Here we go. Don't understand crafting bench. When I click the crafting bench, I can't figure out how to select... Oh my god. There's a little arrow on the bottom middle of... Man, I'm not clicking, dude. I'm on a controller. Click bench, drag item onto box, dude. So, okay. My god, dude. How do you... You can't do it because the only option I have is to unequip. I unequip it and then what? Oh, are you serious, dude? I can't. This is the dumbest thing on earth. Why can't I do it directly from what I've equipped? That is fucking ridiculous, dude. That is... Okay, and you can't even use it on a unique item, so what was even the point of that? What was even the point of that? So can I do it on a... Oh, that's so dumb, dude. You have to unequip the item before... That's ridiculous, dude. So, you know what? Let's just put... lightning resist. Actually, let's put strength. Let's put strength. Yeah, let's just do it. And have I selected this as a mod? And hang on, let me... Okay, I think I've done it. Now if I take it, and if I equip it, why did you unequip your helmet? That was really dumb. Oh Jesus, dude. Okay, well, that's finally done. What else can I do with the hideout shit?
I could hardly hope for better results. Do note, the device needs special reagents to perform, so not all uses will be so easy.
Okay, noted. Other hideouts, select hideout, education, you can identify items. She charges She doesn't do it for free. She charges something, some resource in exchange for identifying your items. But hopefully it's not that bad. What do? Why have I unequipped like almost all my gear? Anyway, let's go in. I don't wanna end this episode on such an unsatisfying note. Let me just God, man, I really wish you could dynamically switch between mouse and keyboard, and you know, controller, but evidently you can't. Evidently you can't. So I'll just move stuff one at a time. No, I'm keeping precision because I might use it. I need to do something with that jewel as well. I'll just sell that, I guess. And what was this? This was Blood Rage. It's a physical. It's a spell with a duration. You know, I'll hold on to this. Maybe what I should do is I should equip Precision and Blood Rage just so that they start leveling up. I'll just put them both in there. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. There we go. And there's my... I can cast them like this if I want, but I don't think I'm gonna bother with that yet. For now, I'll just have them be there. Just so that I'm leveling them up in case I incorporate them into my build later on. Alright. So what do we want to do now? Well, we've unlocked our hideout.
Greetings.
And we can go there as a destination. But what I'll do is I'll go to the northern forest. And there's another another destination to get to from this place. Is that where we came from, or is that where we need to go? That is definitely where we came from. Alright, well... Well then... What? Yeah, the gems we've equipped will start leveling up. Easy does it. Yeah, some of these enemies have very confusing attack patterns. I'm sure I'll get used to them eventually, but for now, I kind of have no idea when they're doing damage and when they're doing other stuff. What are you? Dread Thicket is not where we want to be. I think we want to go further to the north. Alright. Excuse me? Would you just die, please? Thank you. Alright. Alright, everybody. I think we're finally coming to the end of this zone. Alright. Come on. There's a chromatic orb for us. Come on. Man. What is going on here? What is that beam of light that was hitting that guy? Oh, there's a totem. That was probably like healing him or something. Come on, you know, let's just. Oh, easy, 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 easy. You know what, I'll just pick that up. Alright, alright. Then we're probably pretty close to a zone transition. Yes, we are. This takes us to the caverns, and what we'll do is I'm gonna clear out the caverns. And then we'll wrap up this episode. Basically, we'll get to the next waypoint and then we'll wrap up the episode. Level 22 area seems reasonable. Alright. Enemies are fairly manageable so far. Alright. Ooh, that's a special enemy. Not that special, though. You're dead. And not sure what I picked up. I was trying to pick up the Scroll of Wisdom, but I think it was an orb of something or the other, so it's probably fine.
My spirit is spent.
Alright. Alright. Alright, we got some dudes. No special enemies, and then all of a sudden, all of the special enemies. So, I guess that's fine, and I think we're... Well, I shouldn't be presumptuous, but something tells me we're probably coming close to another transition point. Maybe even right around this. I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong about that. Blind support. Supported skills have a chance to blind enemies. Interesting. Let's keep going. There's a waypoint, so this is our stopping point. I think we're close to a boss fight. So I'm gonna go a little bit further. easy. What was it? What's this now? A couple chromatics. I mean, I'll see what that item is. Let's see. So it's a dagger. A lot of physical damage, a lot of elemental damage. Better attack speed. Use it in place for offhand. Yeah, I'm just gonna discard that ring. Tormented alchemist. God, I'm trying to open this door. Alright. Alright, let's take out Horror Soul. Alright, let's just take that Portal Scroll. And if it looks like this is turning into a gigantic area, which it might be, I think we might just wrap up. Because I thought we were going to come up to a nice, clean boss fight. But looks like it's just become a whole other zone. It's kind of just two zones in one, sort of. There's the caves that we went to, and now there's these ruins or whatever we're in. Just grab that. I'll go a little bit. I'll go a little bit further. I'll go a little bit. There's a map marker, and perhaps that map marker is indicating the next zone, or the boss fight area. I'm gonna assume that that is gonna be the case. How do I get to the part on the right? Oh, really? I've got to... Man, one of my big pet peeves is dungeon layouts which don't connect, and you've got to go all the way around. Maybe there's some connecting area that I didn't notice. I just wanted to make sure that there's nothing in here. Doesn't look like there is. Out of my way, dude. And it just doesn't connect at all? That's so rude, man. That is so rude. Alright, let's just pop our potion and run all the way back. Let's go up here. Oh man, this place is certainly laid out in a very confusing way. Alright, come on. There's a couple more blue enemies. Easy, easy. Man, what are you guys doing? Stop it. Stop it. There's a blue guy that... I hate how these guys just run away, man. That's really annoying. There are enemies in Diablo 2. Those... I think they're called vampires. Like blood lords. they'll just they'll just run away. They'll run all the way across the map just to avoid fighting you. Looks like Path of Exile is also not immune to having situations like that. Okay, so what do we do? So those are stairs going down, and what is this marked on the map as? The Ancient Pyramid. Okay. That's probably where the boss fight is. So what about the stairs going... What about these stairs? Crafting recipe? Hello. Val skill damage. Oh, that's worth it. Can I? I cannot dash through solid walls. But I want to see... Is there something up here? There's a couple people in there. There's another chromatic. There's another one, I guess. What I'm gonna do with all these chromatic orbs, I don't really know. But I guess better to have them and not need them than the other way around. Alright, so there's one last thing that I want to check. My inventory's kind of filling up. You know what? My inventory's filling up, so I'm just gonna quickly go to my hideout. Well, I guess I can only go to the forest encampment. If I'd gotten to a waypoint, I could have gone to a hideout. I just want to sell some of the stuff. At vendors, you can trade an iron ring and a skill gem for a God, everybody's...
What has happened? Did the world not arise from its sleep? How do we wake it up? Please, what should we do?
Just relax. Because I just want to sell you some stuff. I don't know why I picked that up. Oh, it's because it's a chromatic orb, that's right. And so is that. And so is this. And so is this. And so is this. Alright.
Hello.
And sell you some other stuff. I'll just sell you this. I think I'm gonna be fine without it. I'll move this here. What? Man, I'm trying to move stuff, dude. And I didn't even sell my item properly. Hang
If we dream big, we live big.
Except... What? Okay, what does Helena have to say?
There's one bright spot in this darkness you've released. At least it was you who did it, and you can undo it, I know it. Had it been piety, we'd likely never see the sun again.
Right, okay, so we fucked everything up. Everything's our fault. I get it. I get it. Everything in the world that's ever gone wrong, it's probably my fault somehow. I get it. I get it. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Okay, fine, I'll talk to everybody.
Nothing like this happens until you are here. Bring back the light, or you will find my spear in your throat.
I'm working on it, man. Just chill.
You disappear into that Val ruin, and now the sky, the light, the very land limps as a leper. Somehow, whether through deliberate act or accident, you've caused this. Now we all suffer your consequences. Different good, different bad. We now know upon which side the coin has fallen.
Whatever, man. I don't fucking care, dude. I've had enough. I've had about enough of your nonsense.
I dreamed this. A vast creature. A thing of shadow. I saw it escape from a black prison and climb a man-crafted mountain, drifting up its four sheer sides like the mist that reaches for the clouds. It gathered at the peak of that mountain and ate the heart from the sun. You smell of that black mist and something else. Guilt. That is it, yes. Guilt is a strong illness. It gnaws at the spirit until there is nothing left, until you are one of the walking corpses. You want a cure? Find the man-crafted mountain, send the shadow home, and tell the monster to take your guilt with it.
Alright, so I like Yina. She's a bit more reasonable compared to all the others. What do you have to say now?
All of her strange ways, I've learned not to discount Yina's more vivid dreams. She's in tune with this land in ways I find difficult to comprehend. As to this man-crafted mountain she describes, I have seen only one structure of its like. Stumbled across sketches in the Theopolis archives, a piece of Val engineering, pyramidal in architecture. According to those documents, the pyramid lies north of the Frisian forest, buried beneath the mantle upon which San rests. I have no idea whether it still exists, or ever existed for that matter. Still, considering the current circumstances, there isn't much to lose in the search, is there?
True, true. Alright. Now, let's go back in, and I think the only thing left to do is to probably have our boss fight. Actually, hang on a second. How do I... Okay, I go here. I'm gonna pop my potion, and I'm just gonna run. I just want to see if there's anything here. Oh, that was a colossal waste of time, but I needed to know. I'm gonna pop my other potion. And now we're gonna run back. God, where am I going? Gotta go here. Gotta go. Hang on, let me just open this chest. And let's see. I think we've now reached the end, but let's quickly check these little side rooms. Oh, there's a rare monster in this one. Brutal whale.
I do love the stink of victory.
Alright. Took him out with my single target attack, because he was standing still. Alright, now let's see if my instincts are correct. Let's see if this is indeed a boss fight, the ancient pyramid, or if it's just another huge zone. It looks like it's just another huge zone. Well, we've come this far. We've come this far, we might as well just go all the way. Alright. I mean, I feel like we're pretty close to the boss fight. Let's just get it done. It'll be a nice stopping point for the episode. It'll be a nice stopping point. Alright. Alright, dude. Hey, we gained a level. Let's go to my passives. These are my skills. Well, I'm not really using Blood Rage. I am using Double Strike. I am using Lacerate. Oh, it tells you your DPS. So Double Strike obviously has better DPS, but Lacerate is an AoE. Dash is just our evasion thing. And anyway, let's just go back to our passives, because we just want to continue. You know what? You know what? I am gonna get this thing for accuracy and elemental resistances. Maybe it'll help out against some of the enemies that were wiping us out when we were in the Dread Thicket and the Northern Forest. They were probably doing some sort of elemental damage. Anyway, I actually don't know how far we are from the next boss, and I don't know how large this zone is. But I'm gonna trust my instincts, and my instincts are telling me that this is not gonna be that big of a zone, and that at the end of it there's gonna be a boss fight. Now there's a transition point there, which is good. What is? There are stairs going up. Easy, easy. Easy. Okay. Yoink, yoink. This part of the map does look like it's pretty well connected, so I do like that I can just go around. How do I get there? Okay, here we go. Alright, well, let's just go up here and let's see. What is in this location? If we're still in the ancient pyramid, so perhaps this area was bigger than I gave it credit for. Alright. Excuse me? I don't know what that guy just did, but that was that looked pretty pretty gnarly. Alright. Gotta be close to something. Gotta be close. What is this? Excuse me, what? What is that? Only one. I don't think I'm gonna be using that, but I just picked it up because it seemed like an odd item. Alright. Let's just do this. Oh, excuse me. Glass blower's bauble, not sure what that does. In fact, I don't really want this. If it takes up a space on my potion belt, probably not. Quality of a flask or tincture. Now, does quality mean upgrading it from magical to rare, and then rare to unique? Surely not. Probably, I don't know, maybe. But I don't want to use it on anything yet. I'll just hold onto all of these items until I'm reasonably confident that I know what to do with them. All right. So we see the transition zone to the next area, but I need to, well, I mean, I guess I don't need to, but I just want to make sure I'm not leaving behind any special map encounters. So these individual map zones are indeed not that big. And my instincts are still telling me that the boss fight is pretty close. So let me test those instincts by going up these stairs. We're still in the ancient pyramid. Eben Knock the Hulking. I mean, he didn't seem that, you know, hulking to me, but maybe it's an ironic nickname. Alright. Alright. There's... Surely that is gonna be where the boss fight is. Rule of 3. Like, we went level 1, level 2, now level 3. And now that's gotta be the end, right? Yep, Pyramid Apex. So I was largely correct. It was a medium-sized zone split into three smaller zones. And then at the end of it, there's almost certainly going to be a boss fight. Alright. Let's get this done. How do I get back? There we go. Alright, Pyramid Apex. This is the Dark Altar. And I remember this from the beta. The Val Oversoul is the boss that we're gonna be fighting. I forget if he summons enemies. If he does, we have Lacerate. If we're attacking him one-on-one, we have our Double Strike. Very cool graphics, very cool cut. Easy. There are summons. Alright. Oi 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 oi. Yeah, so those beam attacks of his. I'm trying to get it. Alright, there's stuff falling. It's so dark, dude. I can't see what he's doing, man. I don't know what the tell is for when he's doing a big attack. Easy. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, he's doing the beams. How many does he do? Three of them, it seems. Alright, well. Do a bit of double strike. Oh, do a bit of double strike action, but try not to die. I think he's shielded right now. He's no longer shielded. Easy, 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 easy. Oi, oi, oh no. We're attacking all his laser beams. Oi, oi, oh, easy. Okay, we killed him. Oh, alright.
A duel like no other. I think I'm starting to like this rake last.
Well, we have a we have a rare tricorn, but I think I want to keep my my one with the 3 sockets on it. So I'm probably not going to pick up any of this stuff, honestly. And so what's what's going on here? Crafting recipe. Alright, that's pretty nice. And now the city of Sarn. And that takes us back to the pyramid. Well, this is almost certainly going to give us our next waypoint. So let's activate it and then we can wrap up this episode. There's our waypoint. So, oh, this is this is like an area with stuff for us to fight. This is not a hub area where we're safe. Right, so what we'll do is we'll go back to the forest encampment. And maybe somebody's gonna give us some reward. We'll talk to these people.
You have made peace with our land. For now, my spear is lowered.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Let's talk to you.
Humanity has one redeeming trait. We learn from our mistakes. You certainly gave us a scare for a bit there, but the damage doesn't seem to have been lasting. Thank you for doing the right thing.
I still can't believe all these people just freaked out just because the sun was gone for a few hours. Just like, guys, just relax, dude. Just relax.
I knew this strangeness would pass. Silk does not run from such things. I stand, I guard, when others shiver and shake.
Alright.
I am not surprised. I saw you, in my slumber, drive the darkness away. I am sorry that I did not tell you before. What I see is only what might happen. And I did not want to fill you with more confidence than would have been good for you.
Makes sense. Alright, let's talk to Helena.
Thank you for returning our reality to us. I think we've all had a glimpse of what could happen if piety tries to harness the power of the Vaal for her own ends.
Yep. Yep. Very, very, very true.
Greetings, exile.
So let me just... Is there anything just to sell? There isn't. Let's just drop some stuff off in the stash. This is our first glass blower's bauble that's going in there, right? Not too shabby. Alright, so now that we come to the end of this episode, let's reflect on what was accomplished. We did very early on in the episode, find our second unique item, the 2-stone ring called Barracks Pass. Very good item. Gives cold resistance and fire resistance as just the base item property, and then the rest of it seems to be built around like some cold and fire themed stuff. So like we add cold damage, we do more damage while ignited, we have more armor while frozen. So enemies that are igniting or freezing us, it'll activate our trap card, so to speak. We have more energy shield. And if we do any sort of fire damage, we now do more of it. I didn't read the lore text on this. From Frost's Icebound Pass, Beric taunted and jeered until furious flame scaled the mountain. Beric escaped through the thaw and Frost's tortured moans. Beric and the Untamed. Seems like kind of a very... It feels like it's written in the style of an epic poem, so maybe it's part of like... Maybe it's meant to be part of an epic, like, you know, the Iliad or the Odyssey, or, you know, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, built around this Beric person. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. We would have put it in our unique tab, our collection tab, except that we also want to use it because it's better than the other rings that we had. So what I could have done was, I could have done this. Well, unequip and then stash. And then now you see we found 1% of all the rings. But no, we do wanna actually use it because it's a pretty good ring for now. So that was one thing we did, and then predictably I got bogged down with all kinds of game mechanics, like those tribute things. I had no idea how those worked. That took a while to figure out. The crafting was another thing that was difficult to figure out. It doesn't help that the game's explanations and most people's explanations on Reddit seem to assume that you're playing on mouse and keyboard, which I guess is a fair assumption to make. It doesn't look like a lot of the complicated inventory, stash, crafting stuff takes into account the fact that some people are just not playing with a mouse and keyboard, and they've got to do all kinds of little complicated maneuvers just to do things that are the most trivially easy to do on mouse and keyboard. And unfortunately, you can't, like, I know the cursor shows up, but you can't switch over to full mouse and keyboard control just by moving the mouse. The game doesn't have that functionality like some other games do. But you know what? We'll just take that in stride, and we'll try our best. So another successful episode, another long one, but some important stuff got done. I died a whole bunch of times. That's gonna be a theme for the foreseeable future. But we also found some good stuff, and we did some good stuff. And we also got our hideout. I'm not really sure what to make of that yet. I know hideouts are things that some people talk about a lot, but for now it just seems like an empty cave with a crafting bench. But maybe there's stuff we can do with that later. For now though, I think we're gonna call it good. I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you'll join me next Saturday for our next installment in the Path of Exile Treasure Hunt. And until then, take care.